Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am always excited to receive you here with me, guys. So, today I'm actually super happy because my sister gifted me a microphone. And yay! So, that was a really thoughtful gift from her. So, I am testing it today. So, you can tell me if it works well, if you can hear my voice well, and if it's, like there is no noises because it's supposed to cancel the noises, and I was struggling with that before. I was trying different like softwares and apps in order to remove all the noises after finishing talking, and now I don't have to do that anymore. So yeah, life is easier for me thanks to my sister that I love deeply. So today it was a very normal day. Went to the gym. I felt good. um, my job is going well, and I am still feeling super relieved from yesterday realization. The fact that I have, like not a large amount of money to live on, and that was actually, it makes me feel good because I know exactly what I can do with the money that I have and how to part it, and also the fact that I now am focusing more about my inner growth and the whole thing, like the identity shift, the whole transformation of my core beliefs and my self love journey. And so, yeah, that's why I always want to tell you you always have to find the good even in the bad. So, if something happened bad to you, try to understand why. Sometimes there is a reason behind it, sometimes it's actually a blessing in disguise. And I do believe in that stuff, especially when it's super clear. Sometimes it's not clear. You can, like find out later or like never find out. But when it's super clear, it's super satisfying. So yeah, now I feel free. I feel happy. No expectations, no planning, no, like a lot of chasing experiences, trying to create momentum, whatever. I'm just living and relaxing, having my routine that I love so much. And I do feel life is super good. And I'm still doing the same routine. So every single day, I listen to my voice recording in the morning and before sleeping. I do the self love ritual, which I hug myself before sleeping, and I tell myself all the good stuff, all the things that we need to hear, how we love ourselves and how I'm proud about myself, etc. So I say all the good stuff and also say positive affirmations. Especially, I'm more focused on the fact I need to change my core beliefs when it comes to, like in order to get something, you have to work for it. You have to work hard. You have to, like you have to be worth to get it, etc. Now I'm working on that belief specifically, so I'm always repeating to myself that whatever I want, it comes to me easily. The universe is designed that way. The universe is actually granting me anything I desire. It's always saying yes. It can be different forms of yes, but it is always a yes. And so I'm trying to incorporate that belief on daily basis. I'm also focusing on positive affirmations. Like every day, whenever I feel it, I do not pressure myself to do it like, in a robotic way. Like I have to do my positive affirmations and I recite them. No, I just go with the flow. Whenever I feel like I need them, I just said them either out loud or like in my head. um, so the main thing is I do not force myself to do anything. I build this routine. I'm very comfortable with it and I like it and I feel very comfy. I feel, like it became natural to me to do those stuff, and I love them because it makes my life easier and happier and better every single day. And you guys are seeing it with me. Like there's a lot of breakthroughs, there's a lot of momentum, there is a lot of shifts happening. Sometimes it doesn't show right away, but brick by brick, step by step, and there is like a breakthrough or anything happening that is like, whoa, that's insane. You know what I mean? So I do enjoy like the progress of my project. I am very, very grateful. I'm very happy because I started this project and focusing on myself, and I'm so glad that I finally understood that in order to change my external life, like the reality, I need to change my internal life because we do have life inside of us. So I that's what I'm doing basically. So yes, now my external life is not exciting. It's not, like I want. It's not like luxury, whatever. It's like super basic, super peaceful. But what I'm doing internally is actually massive. It doesn't show, like people are not aware of what I'm doing. Like my surroundings, my environment, they just look at me like, hey, this is like, like the same person going and coming and doing stuff, etc. But it's actually different, right? Like the difference is within, and what I'm doing is actually like I said, super massive. So I am fully focused on now and on that work, inner work, and I am so glad of the financial situation that happened because no distractions. Because I thought, like I need to do stuff, I need to buy this, I need to do that, etc. But it was actually distraction disguise, and now I feel free. Oh my God, I feel so good. So yeah, that's the current situation. I'm still obsessed, like passionate about my self-development, and I'm loving it. This is the first time that I am committing to something this long, and I am thinking about it every single day, and I do the introspection, etc. So I'm so proud. Like finally I found something that I can stick to, because I cannot tell you how many times I start the project or an idea, and then like after like few hours I'm just, whatever, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Or like after a few days or like a week or so, it's like I go to the next one. And I always blame myself because I thought I was the problem, like I'm lazy, or like someone who has some kind of issue of like just abandoning stuff and trying new things. But no, actually it was just matter of finding the right thing to do. And this is the best thing to do, the fact that I'm investing fully in my growth, in my, like flourishment, and in my new identity that will get me everything that I desire and the life I want to live, not the life that is, like given to me because of all the limited beliefs that I gathered through all these years. I'm not saying that, I'm not grateful. I'm absolutely grateful of the identity that I currently have. I am so happy to have that identity. I am so happy with all the beliefs that I have, because thanks to those, I got all the things I have now. I succeeded in all the things I did. So it's just that I reached the limit of the success I can get with this current identity. And now, in order to get more success and like expansion and like get to other levels, I need to upgrade my identity. And I always see it as, like a video game. When you have this character and when you have like money and you start buying stuff for your character, like more arms, more, I don't know, like clothes. I'm not a video game girl, but you know what I mean. I'm not a gamer, but I have an idea, and this is how I see it. So it's the same as like the game of life. And if you know all the secrets, or at least like most of the secrets to this game of life, well, it's actually you became like a player, not just someone who is no like watching the game, and or like someone who doesn't even know like there is a game to play at all. So yeah, I am in the game, guys. So I hope you guys are too, or like planning to come into play. So I do have something I wanted to share with you. It's about my ex. So what happened is yesterday I had this dream about my ex, that he was rejecting me and I was chasing him, whatever, and he didn't want to be with me. And I I woke up so pissed because I am so over him. Like, why this keep, like his name is always in my mind. Not always, but it keeps coming all the time, like from time to time, like in a month or two. And this is my ex that I we have been like exes for like, I think, 5 years now. It's like super super um like old relationship, but something keeps make him come to my mind. And I was digging, I started like thinking, because I was over with it. I'm like, I don't want to think about him, I don't care about him, I don't want him in my life. I don't care about his whole existence. So I'm not even sure why I still bringing this guy even in my dreams. Like, he's rejecting me in my dreams. What is that? Like, that's unfair. So I did some digging and research and introspection, and I think it's not about him. I think it's about the feeling that is attached to him. Because when we broke up, after 2 years of our breakup, I dated a friend of his, and he made me feel so bad about that. He made me feel like I was a cheater. We weren't even like in a relationship, and his ego was exploding. Like, he didn't like the fact that I dated his friend, and he has to blame his friend, not me, right? Like, you're my ex, like, we're done. I am single, I can do whatever I desire to do. And he was blaming me and making me feel like so bad, and he did that with, like, he was saying that to all my circle, like my friends, etc. And I, for all this time, I was like holding this, how can I say that, like, I was holding this guilt and like shame, like I did something bad. And I was like, yeah, so I think I should let go of that. Like, it's time for me to accept that I don't owe him anything. I don't owe him like a explanation. I don't owe him like a sorry. Because I did like what I wanted to do. I was wild and free. So young, wild and free. So what's your problem? So all along, it was just the feeling of shame and guilt that I was holding all this time. And it wasn't fair, like, I didn't do anything wrong, so what's the problem? And that's why it's time for me to just release that feeling, to not feel bad about what I did. And it's actually one of the actions of self-love, right? Like, I am in my self-love era, or like a transformation phase, I would say. So that's why I need to hold myself and talk to myself and say to myself, I am proud of you. You did what you had to do. You had fun. Good for you, girl. You did nothing wrong. It's his problem if it's has a big ego and he was angry. Well, that's on he. Like, that's on him, and you don't owe him anything. You don't owe him an apology. You don't owe him an explanation. You're free now, girl. You are free 100%. I love you. I respect you. I protect you. You are the best. And just let it go. And I accept everything you feel. I accept everything you think of, and that's okay. But you rock 100%, and by him, right? So that's what I did to myself, and it felt really, really good. I even thought of writing a letter to myself, and like saying all this stuff to myself. It's like my higher self talking to me. So I'm planning to do that in the evening later on. So yeah, I am glad that I'm doing such progress, and maybe like there is some feelings left off there and there, and I'm working on those as well. And I also love something else, unrelated subject, but I just came out in my head, so I had to I have to share that with you guys. My sister says I talk a lot, like my mom. We are talkers, and finally I found a safe place where I can talk a lot and don't be judged too about it. So I'm going to talk a lot, and I love it. So um what was I saying? Oh yeah, so something that I really really like. So now, instead of because I want my man, right? Like, I have my man in my head, I want it, I asked for it, and now I'm collecting it, you know what I mean? So I am manifesting it. And instead now of like saying, oh my god, I want a man like repeating the same thing, like, oh, when I'm single, why? When he's gonna, where is he? Like, why is he gonna come? Am I gonna have a man? Blah blah blah. Now there is a change, and I think it's positive. I think it's a shift, guys. So now I am saying stuff like, God, I know you already answered my prayer. I know you already gave me one of the best men of yours, and he's mine. I know it's coming. It's just, it's the human in me. I am impatient. I want it now. I can't wait. I want him to come now and, like love me and accept me and spoil me, etc. Blah, blah. I feel good. Like it feels really, really good. So there is like something happening because like the script changes, right? Like I'm not saying like I'm not doubting anymore. I'm not saying like, is he really coming? What if I'm not gonna have a man? Why this is happening to me? Why I'm single? Blah blah blah. I'm not saying that anymore. I'm saying like, God, I know you already answered my prayer. I know it's happening. I'm just like, and I connect to God that way. I am venting to God. I am, like expressing my emotions and my feelings of impatience and, like being like feeling ready and do not have what I want, etc. And it feels good because God is listening to me, and it feels like, like there's this connection, and I am confirming that I actually believe into it. I do believe. It's just, I am human. I want things to happen now. I don't care. I don't want to. Don't tell me I need to be in a certain level or place in order to get what I want. Blah blah blah. There's a process, and I have to respect the process, and like there is the perfect moment. I do not want to hear that. I want it now. You know what I mean? This is me. Like this is my personality. This is how I think. So the fact that I changed their narrative and now I am saying it this way, like I know I'm getting what I want. I know my prayer is already answered, and I'm just sharing my emotions and my feelings. It's actually a good thing. So it comes from a positive place. So I do feel that is a shift as well. I do feel that is a progress as well. So I'm happy about that, and I love the fact that I'm always able to see the little things. I try to, like notice everything. I'm always using my critical thinking, my analytical skills, and like all that in order to like spot everything that's happening with me. I try to understand my emotions. I try to understand what I feel, etc. um for me, I do not feel it's exhausting. It's actually super interesting because I am getting to know myself more as well, and I am exploring new feelings and understanding how I operate and how I do things. And when you become aware and you are conscious about your living, this is how it is. And it's super exciting because you are here 100%. You are in the present moment. You are not in the past. You are not in the future. You are here, and you let yourself live and you let yourself be just the way you are, without judgment, without anything. Acceptance 100%. Even if like the feeling is uncomfortable, that's okay. Just go with it, even if it's like sadness, anger, just be angry, be sad, be whatever you want to be, and just understand why, the why behind it, because everything you feel, there's a reason behind it, and that's the reason that you need to find out in order to understand yourself more and know what's happening with you and where you're heading. So yeah, so I also love to share all this with you guys. I thought this video would be like 5 minutes, like 10 minutes top, but now I'm almost like 20 minutes. Oh God. I am so sorry about that. I'm actually not sorry, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, to be honest, I like to do these videos, like for people, like if there is someone out there who's listening to me, that's awesome. If I can inspire at least like one soul, that's like amazing for me. But I am mainly doing those for me in order to always get back and I have proof because I am finally working on this amazing projects, which is myself. And I am documenting everything because I am doing it fully. This is commitment for me. This is how I commit. I do things 100%. No joke. So, thank you guys for following, liking, subscribing. Oh, this time I say it right. And for listening as well. So, see you in the next video. Bye.